A new report on UFOs includes nearly 400 additional sightings to its catalog over the last year.
The Director of National Intelligence says since its first report in 2021, the agency is now aware of 510 UFOs. Many of them were spotted in protective airspace or near sensitive government facilities. The new report says many of the new sightings have unremarkable characteristics. Officials say the increase is likely due to less stigma around reporting such sightings.
Joining us now to discuss is writer and UFO investigator Mick West. Good morning, Mick.
Good morning.
I guess it's not surprising that in a lot of these cases, we're not really sure what they are, but does it trouble you that the government, the Pentagon, has things flying over restricted airspace and they can't figure out what it is?
No, not really, because that's something that's actually expected with UFOs, is that it's actually impossible to get away from the idea of UFOs, because there's always going to be things that are just a bit too far away or just a little bit too far out of the range of the sensors. And if you look at the report, you see they actually managed to identify a very large number of these new UFOs. The previous report, they had 144 cases, and they only managed to identify one of them. And in this one, they've got 366 new cases, and they've managed to identify or characterize over half of them. So they're actually getting a lot better at identifying UFOs. But they also say that there are a lot of the UFOs, the UAPs, that they simply just don't have enough information on. They don't have enough data, and they're not sure if it's stuff like sensor error or operator error. So you're always going to have UFOs, and it is certainly something we should look into, but it's not necessarily something that's a growing threat.
So the bulk of these reports are from Navy and Air Force pilots, correct? Not from people standing in a field looking up?
That's right, and they're mostly from naval pilots in training ranges, which means they're out over the ocean, they're practicing their maneuvers. And whenever you're in a training range and you see something that you can't immediately identify, you basically have to abort the mission. And so all of these reports pretty much come from a pilot just flying along and they see something or something pops up on their radar and they can't immediately identify it. And so they have to return to base and file a report. And if you look at the breakdown of what they've actually identified most of them as, it's things like balloons. Balloons are a known problem in the area of these training ranges like Virginia Beach. They simply get blown away from the shoreline and end up floating over the ocean, and they can, because they are metallic, the Mylar balloons, they ping up on the radar.
Oh, I see.
And so it's not necessarily something terrible that they're seeing or something extraordinary.
I follow your Twitter feed, and sometimes there will be this unbelievable video, and you look at it and you go, oh my goodness, that is a flying saucer. And it's interesting, you and I guess other people that you work with have the insight to know how and what software is used to fake this. Is that something that's going on a lot out there, where people are making these fake flying saucer videos?
It is occasionally. People do make fake flying saucer videos, but the vast majority of reports are actually just people seeing things in the sky and misidentifying them. It's quite easy to see a light in the sky and not understand exactly what is going on. And there will always be lights in the sky that do that, because there's always going to be things in what I call the low information zone, where things are simply too far away to gather enough information to determine them. And that's always going to be the case with these Navy reports too.
I feel like for so many years, the government never told us anything about any UFO reports. Why are they being so open about it now?
Well, they're not really. If you look at the report, it's 11 pages, but there's really only one page of information, and all they're basically saying is a list of numbers, and that they're looking into it. So I think it's kind of a disappointment, really. The government had the opportunity to clear up some of the more interesting UFO videos that they put out there, the Gimbal and the Go Fast and the Nimitz encounter, but they really dropped the ball there, and they've just left everything open to speculation.
Well, you can check out Mick's book, Escaping the Rabbit Hole, How to Debunk Conspiracy Theories Using Facts, Logic, and Respect. You can also check out metabunk.org and follow Mick on Twitter. Mick, thanks for being with us.
Thank you very much.